Doug Clem.
In your face!
Something special for you in your face! Trick!
Go get him, boys!
In your face! Something special! Exclusive!
One of the very few mainstream personalities to support these people, us.
A pop up the box, swing on a spring. Big Violent J with the axe out. Trouble we bring, a juggalo thing. Wicked clown with the boom pow bang. In your face, through the glass there's a fireworks blast.
Insane Clown Posse and Violent J on the phone, probably out of Detroit somewhere. Violent J, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, kicking back, listening to the show, enjoying myself, man. You're right. You guys show us love, and we can't thank you, man. We can't thank you enough.
Between, I think it's probably Howard and Juan and us, too, with regards to, mainstream-ish, like media that really, really loves you guys. And
That's all we need, though. That's all we need. We don't want nobody else. That's all we need, because that's just enough to be cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, though, because, like, you guys, I mean, as far as the underground goes, you guys are huge, and you're right, you don't need anybody. Like, you guys make a ton of money. You got a great fan base. And I think, do you think that pisses people off more, the fact that you don't need them?
Well, I just know that we don't really necessarily want things to change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the way they are right now, with love from Bubba and love from Howard, I mean, we don't want no love from anybody else like that. There's nobody really cool left, you know what I'm saying?
No,
we just want love where it's cool to be loved. You know what I mean? Then we're good.
We were going over we had 3 cuts from your Nightline appearance with Martin, Fag-Ass, Geek Brashear, and I got to say, man, you guys, as much as you don't script things, you don't have to script things, you could not, and I know you didn't, but you could not have planned it for you guys to come off any better than what you guys did back in that little fag's face. And I got to tell you, man, as soon as we played it yesterday, all 3 cuts, I'm like, man, you got to get one of the 2 guys on tomorrow. We got to give them some love and tell them that, way to do a great job on national TV. And I got to tell you right now, as much as Martin was wanting to bury you, man, he couldn't have made you guys look more cool with the people that get it.
Wow, that means everything, because I didn't feel that way when I watched it. When we did the interview, I was so happy. I felt like we schooled his ass. I felt like we educated that fool. I felt like we schooled his ass on the art of what we do. I felt so good after that interview. And then and we did it at the end of the Bang Pow Boom tour.
Right.
And we came through you guys' show on the Bang Pow Boom tour.
Yep. Right.
And so I waited that whole time for this interview to come out. I'm waiting. When's Nightline coming out? When's Nightline coming out? When it finally came out, the way they did that interview, the way they edited it.
No, you're being far too critical of yourself. You're being far too critical of yourself. I'm telling you, it came across as you guys, in my opinion, it came across. I think you're being far too critical. I think it came across with you guys you guys march to the beat of your own drum. You don't need anybody. You don't need mainstream TV. And if you don't get it, you're an effing nerd.
Well, see, I thought your argument was great because you didn't say much. You just were real concise. I mean, yeah. Martin's going, well, what about these people and they're claiming they're juggalos, and you're going, well, they're retarded.
Yeah, they're retarded. I mean, you can't condone what. We got into the argument yesterday, Violent J, is if you take anybody that has any type of name value or an artist or anything, there's been bad people that have listened to them and done things, and they just now are trying to make this on you because you guys are so against the grain and so not normal that you make easy targets for the mainstream media to put something on you. That's my opinion.
Out of good Charlotte's 5 million fans, you're going to find rapists,
yeah.
You're going to find killers, murderers, wife beaters, racists. You're going to find that out of any 5 million of anybody.
I guarantee you that there's people that love Barack Obama, that have Barack Obama posters hung up, that have done some very bad things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Maybe haven't been caught yet, but they've done some bad things. And anytime that the media can get somebody that's like cult-like Spice or underground and pin some bad stuff on them, they do.
Well, you're right. And now the term juggalo, Violent J, is becoming termed as almost a gang term. So it's in some of these cities and stuff, they're saying, well, if you're a juggalo, you're actually a member of a gang. Now, when you guys started off this thing and it got bigger and bigger into what it is now, every one of your fans that's a juggalo, like, did you have the intention of thinking one day this is going to be considered a gang, or did this sort of just happen?
See, that's the real argument to this whole thing, is the reputation juggalos are getting from this.
Right.
People don't realize juggalos are the coolest people on the planet. Juggalos are one of the most original things going down on this planet. I mean, juggalos get together on their own. Juggalos have their own gatherings. They get together by hundreds in parks and in places. I mean, it's one of the coolest movements going down to be a juggalo. And the love within the juggalo community, like the love for each other, is so ultra special. And that's the real problem. Like, you can say what you want about ICP, because we probably are all those things.
And more.
But you can't say that about the Juggalos, man, because they're not a lame-ass gang.
Well, the good thing about the Juggalos is this, Violent J, and the reason why I think the Juggalos is unlike anything that anybody's ever seen as far as a fan base is that the Juggalos derived on their own. They didn't derive from you saying, man, we're going to start a new group of people that follow our show, and they're going to be called Juggalos. So go to Juggalo.com, and if you like us, you're a Juggalo. No. The Juggalos just kind of organically formed amongst the people that like you, and it's like I don't want to nerd up the Juggalos, so no Juggalos take this disrespectfully, but it's kind of like a invitation only, unspoken kind of deal that nobody can really describe. You can't apply to be one. You can't go do something stupid to be one. You just either are one or are not, and either you are or you're not.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah, but the argument, Violent, would be like the very things that you just described. Okay, you got hundreds of kids hanging out, getting together on their own in a park or wherever the place may be. So the argument would be, well, that's kind of like a gang.
But it's not. I mean, they're not distributing Uzis to each other and selling drugs and making money. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're not attacking the other gang or initiating each other in with a beatdown. They're not planning to rob the liquor store on the corner. They're one of the coolest movements going down in rock and roll history, Well,
and everybody's got such a bad rap of the word gang. Why don't you just call them a group of misfits or a group of crazies instead of the word gang? Because, I mean, gang has such negative connotations. But really, I mean, you're right. A gang, you have to do initiation things and you have to beat people up. And the Juggalos don't do that at all. I mean, everybody wants to put
gangs
gang.
Hold down a territory, and they hold down a radius of a neighborhood, and juggalos are everywhere. Juggalos might only be 5 in any given high school, but what's magic is when they come together. You know what I'm saying? There might only be 4 or 5 juggalos per high school out there, but when they come together by the hundreds, the feeling in the air. That's where the chant family comes from. Because the only way to describe the feeling in the air at a Juggalo event is family. Because it feels like these people who are actually strangers to each other, it feels like they're family.
Well, Spice,
it's so good to be part of it.
Now, Spice, here's the deal. Dale Jr., is the most popular guy in NASCAR, right? They call it the Junior Nation.
Right.
Well, do you know how many hillbilly and rednecks have probably gotten DUIs and maybe vehicular manslaughters and things like that have the Junior Nation flag? Or
well, of course.
Nation? But nobody's going to make because that's not Junior doesn't go against the grain. He's part of corporate America. He's part of mainstream. But they could do this. They could fragment people's followers into any specific that they just wanted to make the Insane Clown Posse look like the bad, crazy misfits that they want them to be. And I thought that Violent J and Shaggy did one hell of a job on kind of being that, hey, we don't care what you think. We beat to the we march to the beat of our own drum. And quite frankly, you nerd, you wouldn't get it if it bit you right in the ass, Martin, for sure.
Well, Violent J, let me ask you. So at the root of this whole thing going on right now, like the Nightline story was the story about this kid being murdered, all right, and supposedly a Juggalo did it. Now, has the family of the victim tried to reach out to you guys at all, or tried to sue, or tried to blame you, or is it just the authorities?